everybody, and welcome back to another top 10. I know what you're thinking. Taj, 2 top 10s in a row? I know, but I have something to confess. I have formed an addiction. They're just really easy to make, and I might as well make them. I am joined by also the Nintendo Master, Doctor of Nintendo 2004, also known as Dan.
Hey everyone, the GameCube is my all-time favourite video game console, so me and Taj thought it would be a great idea to make a top 10 on our favourite GameCube games. The only guidelines for space we can only choose GameCube games, so Sonic Adventure Deluxe won't count.
With that out of the way, let's get started. Coming in at number 10 is Pikmin.
I love the challenge that you only have 30 days to collect all 30 ship parts scattered in different areas and how you control Pikmin and make Pikmin. While most of the story is hidden away in the instruction booklet, the game takes us to where the real story actually happens. And it's also kind of realistic because Pikmin and Olimar are the same size as a quarter in this world. My only gripes are that sometimes the Pikmin won't control like you want them to, and trying to call Pikmin back when they're distracted is sometimes a pain, but otherwise...
I haven't played Pikmin myself, but I heard it's a pretty fun game. And I'm pretty excited about Pikmin 3 Deluxe. I mean, that could confirm the Mario All-Stars. It's gonna be so cool. Coming in at number 9 is Luigi's Mansion. This is a pretty fun game. I always wanted to suck up ghosts with my favorite green man. My only gripes with this game is that it was made as a tech demo, and I think when Luigi takes the starring role, it's just sad.
Being the strongest launch title for the GameCube, Luigi's Mansion steps away from the Mario platformers and gives Luigi the spotlight. The way you find ghosts and capture them is a very unique idea, and the way you go all the way through the mansion to save Mario is pretty cool as well. Also, this game has Professor Elvin Gadd. The rooms all had very cool ideas, and vacuuming up ghosts is very fun.
There's really nothing to add, except this is a pretty good game. Dan, I'm gonna let you take this one, because I have little to no series experience with this series.
Okay, Metroid Prime is one of the best first-person shooters I've ever played, if not the best. All of the buttons on the controller are used perfectly, and collecting items and using them to get other things is really cool too. The story is amazing. While scanning everything to get an 100% score might be a pain, it pays off at the end. Boss fights are very challenging and test you on what you've learned so far up until the final boss. While the second half of the final boss might not be as hard as the first half, it's still very challenging, but after a couple of hours of skill you'll beat it. And one last thing, you can link this game up with Metroid Fusion on the Game Boy Advance and unlock a new Metroid Fusion too, and give you access to the entire NES Metroid on the GameCube. Whoa.
You can really do that?
Yep.
Ow. Dan, can you take this one?
Me again? Wow, you need to play more GameCube games. Anyways, the RPG style of this game works really well, and some of the attacks can be improved with controller fiddling. The main story has many twists and turns, and the fact that some of the choices you can make just immediately give you a game over is just very surprising.
I totally agree with you, Dan. Yes, I know Super Monkey Ball is not a Nintendo game, so I'm gonna let Dan take this one.
Okay, this game plays just like the first one, but we chose this one just because of the levels. The story mode has very cringy cutscenes and I love them. And playing this with friends is a very fun time, and the minigames are legendary.
What he said. Animal Crossing is a game where you pay off debt. Do I need to say more? It's so fun, the characters are the best, and overall, it's a pretty solid GameCube game. What about you, Dan?
The way you can choose your name and the name of the place you are at is very cool, and you can do things on the island while still paying off the loan of the evil Tom Nook. Despite the fact that this is a customizable game, this is another game you can 100%. Also, did I mention that after buying an NES, you can play many NES hits?
It's just a fun game. This was a tough one, but it was a tie between Mario Kart Double Dash and F-Zero GX. This was all really tough, but we decided to put the two racing games together. I'll be talking about Double Dash, and Dan will be talking about F-Zero.
Considering that it's F-Zero, this is the fastest game on the GameCube. While it is very hard, the story mode is really fun to do, and that wasn't even talking about the tracks. The anti-gravity control of the tracks as well as the speed boost just add more to the fun of the game.
Considering that it's Double Dash is my favourite Mario Kart game in this series. The main gimmick is that two people can ride in the same car. The addition of special items is nice. The game introduced staples to the Mario Kart franchise like Diddy Kong, Birdo, and King Boo, and more. This is my favourite Mario Kart game ever, and my favourite game ever. And can you take this one?
Okay, the levels in this game play very different to Mario 64, and the open world experience is mind-blowing. And that wasn't even talking about the flood pack that is really useful with making hard jumps and even gives Mario useful tips. While chasing Shadow Mario is annoying sometimes, collecting all 120 shines and then beating the Bowser again just makes you feel better than ever before.
Dan, can you take this one?
Okay, this game has amazing music and lovely graphics, plus the controls are like Ocarina of Time. A is your primary action, B is your sword, and you can map items to X, Y, and Z. The side quests aren't that difficult, unlike other games, and the story is told wonderfully.
Before we get to number one, let's just go through one quick honorable mention. Sonic Adventure DX. Like we said at the beginning, it wasn't on the GameCube at first. It's third party, so it wouldn't be on this list. Anyway, on to number one.
Super Smash Bros.
They did it! They managed to make a game that keeps making the GameCube relevant.
The character selection and stage selection is way more than the original, and the controls are a lot better as well. Unlocking trophies can sometimes be hard as well, but that just adds to the fun of the game. And Fox is OP in this game. Literally everyone names him. This game is still one of the best multiplayer games ever.
The GameCube was probably the best console we ever got our hands on. It's not as good as the Nintendo 64, but it's a pretty good to get some cool games there. Thanks for joining me, Dan. It was really nice to talk about all these classic gems.
It was my pleasure, Taj.
Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.